Alright, in this video, I'm going to break down how my beat Sundowner got 1 million views on YouTube. It's probably going to hit the 1 million mark today. And the crazy part about this beat is there's only 2 tracks. It's just 2 guitar parts. Here's how I made it. So here's the main guitar part right here. What that is right there, it's a B minor 7. Going to an F sharp minor 7, to a G major, to an F sharp 7. So the second guitar part, it's just. So when you play it all together, it sounds like this. Okay, so here we are in the analytics right here. Right now we're about 998,000 views. It's definitely gonna hit 1 million today because if you can see here, it's been getting consistently the past couple weeks about 4,000 views a day. So when I first dropped it, it was August of this year, so probably about 5 months ago. And it sort of debuted at about 1,000, and this beat did really great right off the bat. But if you look here, the peak views, which is probably around November, hitting about 11,000 views a day, 10,000 views a day. That wasn't until a couple months after the debut. So if you have a beat like this that's doing really well, if I sold the exclusive to this anywhere around here, I would have really shot myself in the foot, because look at how many more views I'm gonna be getting a couple months later. And right now it sort of comes back down, but it's still getting consistent views. If we go to reach here, it looks like the biggest traffic source is going to be YouTube search. And what you can do here is you go down to YouTube search terms. It's all right here, guitar type beat, because the total traffic, 47% is coming from YouTube search terms. Look at this, guitar type beat, acoustic guitar type beat, just type beat in general, acoustic type beat, and then guitar type beat. You can also see the suggested videos where the traffic's coming from other videos. But this is a perfect example. I had basically been going after guitar type beat for months at this point, and finally I hit it with this one. So if we pull up our actual session here, as you can see, it's literally just 2 tracks. Got the main chords. Here's our melody. And what I think is effective to do is you start it off with the melody, you kind of set the tone, just do the whole thing once and then go right into just the verse. Keep it super simple. So the $1 million question, or I guess I should say the 1 million view question here is, why did this beat, of all my 2,000 beats, why is it this one that went viral? And I don't think you can ever really boil that down to like one simple thing. But there are a couple things that I think about this beat, a couple aspects that I think really did positively impact the beat. One is the artwork itself combined with the title of the beat, which is Sundowner. The artwork sort of a girl in the desert, kind of at like sunset, and it's sort of mysterious looking. It does well with that title Sundowner, and then that combined with the minor chords kind of creates this really cohesive aesthetic that when people click the beat, they click the, they read the title, they click the artwork, then they hear those minor chords, it all kind of makes sense. And I think that that's a very like thematic, linear way for your brain to kind of hear that and be like, I know what this should be written about. Another aspect of this beat, and I've talked about this a lot on the channel too, is it's just incredibly simple. It starts off with the main guitar part and that melody to kind of set the tone, and then it just drops down into the chords. And there's no drums to get in the way. I've released beats in the past that are acoustic with just drums, and sometimes it can just get really distracting where the artist kind of loses their focus and they have a hard time writing to it. So this beat has no drums, but if you listen to it, I kind of slap the guitar in between each chord to create a natural sense of rhythm. And I think that that's really important for an artist to kind of feel the rhythm combined with the chords and kind of like no vibe wise, and like they can tap their foot and they can write to it, but they're not being distracted by drums. And the last thing is just consistency of me dropping acoustic guitar type beats pretty much every single day for almost 2 years. But if you actually look at the analytics in that, I at this point, when I dropped this beat, I was actually dropping beats every other day. So that might have positively influenced it as well, because if you're dropping every other day, if you're already ranking for a key term, that can give your channel a little more time to breathe and maybe push out a certain video. And then rather than you dropping, every day or every 12 hours, something like that, if you give it every other day, if you're already ranking for a term, it can kind of push the video out more before it starts pushing your next video. So that could influence it as well. And maybe there's a little luck in there. Who knows? But at the end of the day, it's just the consistency of putting those beats out. I mean, I could try to recreate a beat that's similar to this, and it might do well, it might not. A lot of that's out of your hands. But what you can really do is just keep focusing on one lane and just keep going. But anyway, this is my first beat. It's gonna hit 1 million, and I'm really pumped. So comment down below if you've used this beat, or maybe if you have any reasons you think it went viral that I didn't think about. And if you're a producer and you want me to analyze your channel, comment in the comments down below, and hopefully I can maybe check out your channel and maybe point in the right direction. But I hope you guys enjoy these videos. I like making them, but if this can just positively influence one producer, you learned anything, then I guess I'm doing my job right. But thanks for watching. This is xRRARE. See you on the next million views.